Hello and happy holidays, random ladies and gents, and welcome to Omega Plays. Or whatever, I'm still trying to figure this out. So today, in Jurassic World Evolution 2, we are going to be building a holiday themed park. So, for this little park that we're building this year, we are going to be strictly using dinosaurs that were from either Canada or the North Pole. So, to help make our park a little bit more unique and help be a bit more festive, you know? Because, Santa, North Pole, Christmas, capitalism. Anyway, we are going to cheat a little bit because most of these animals are also from Horseshoe Canyon. Because we not only want to keep the park very holiday themed, but we also want it to be unique. So, no Triceratops and no Tyrannosaurus because Tyrannosaurus is cringe. But anyway, we are going to cheat a little bit with some of them just because Euoplocephalus, for example, isn't actually Euoplocephalus, it's Anodontosaurus because you can tell by the shape of the hammer tail. Well, Euoplocephalus kind of had a bit more of a round one, whereas Anodontosaurus was straight up had an anvil instead of a club. So that's certainly something. The reason why we're going to cheat with that is because Euoplocephalus's classification is an absolute clusterfuck. So at one point, Anodontosaurus and Euoplocephalus were both the same animal, but over time they end up getting split, rejoined, split again, along with Scolosaurus and a whole other group of ankylosaurs, which has made reconstruction of it an absolute fucking mess. So, since Anodontosaurus was in Horseshoe Canyon, we'll go ahead and include it in the park. So, with all that said, let's go ahead and dive in. So, with any holiday themed park, or at least, any Christmas themed park if you're a pleb about it, then you're gonna need some snow. Because what's the holidays without snow? Unless you live in Florida, like me. So, let's go ahead and get that done. Alright, now that we have our snow down, let's go ahead and get everything all set up. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with a arrival point, because we need it for our buildings. Honestly, I do love how aesthetic everything is in this game, which is weird because, nothing in the movies is really aesthetic. Everything in the movies just, or at least, the Jurassic World movies themselves, looks like they're just, a strip mall. Like Disney Springs or something. But in this game, it looks like, I don't know, it looks like way more appealing. Maybe it's because it's a game or something. I don't know. What I'm honestly surprised about is, they don't have any, holiday themed packs or anything. Maybe they could have done, a North Pole pack for this game. Have Predator X, Nandoxosaurus, just stuff from the North Pole. I don't know, maybe it's because it's, too Christmassy and they want to, and, companies have to appeal to every group. Could also be a branding thing because Universal's very, very much a stickler with their Jurassic World brand. Not for just sticking out, but just for making sure everything that they own is theirs and it's their brand. So maybe that's why we don't have any holiday themed stuff, because they want to strictly stick to that whole not holiday thing, but Jurassic World type of vibe with it. And it's not just their parks and stuff too, it's it's their animals too, which is why Fallen Kingdom's designs were so fucking atrocious. Because Universal has mandates where they have certain design elements be implemented, big herbivores having elephant skin, or carnivores having crocodile scoots and no lips to make them way more scarier, and to be on brand with the Jurassic World stuff that they're working on, to be maybe similar to the Indominus or just unique to them. And it really does hurt the designs a bit, like the Liopleurodon. I imagine the Liopleurodon from Frontier is definitely Universal execs telling them, yeah, make it this way, and because that's how we want it, to make it a bit more scarier and to make it more our stuff. Honestly, Universal corporate meddling with the designs has been like a real shit show for a while, because like if you haven't heard about like what happened with like Fallen Kingdom stuff, the designers only had like 2 weeks max to develop their designs before like shuffling them off to whatever like marketing team and, you know, the full like special effects team. So they had to rush shit, and then on top of that, with Universal rushing them to push out certain designs with specific mandates, and on top of that, they didn't get any advising. It wasn't just Universal telling them, okay, do these so and so, make them less accurate. It was also like Jack Horner like not giving a shit. So the designers had like zero frame of reference other than Google, and that's why a lot of the designs came out really weird. And it's also why Jack Horner got his ass fired, because he wasn't helping with the designs at all. He was just telling them, okay, use this species, and the only time he really got involved as an advisor is just like when they decided to include Stiggy Moloch, and he wasn't having that shit, but they ended up ignoring him. So, and honestly, for the better, because Stiggy Moloch probably wasn't a juvenile Pachy like Horner always likes to say. Stiggy Moloch might have been a separate species of Pachycephalosaurus, just because it's found from like layers that Pachycephalosaurus wasn't found on. It's from like 0.5 million years later, maybe. So yeah, it's probably distinct. And even recent papers have said that like they acknowledge Stiggy Moloch is probably distinct. So yeah, that's honestly, Jurassic World was accidentally accurate. Although, sorry Dracorex fans, but Dracorex is more than likely a juvenile from... At least, it could have been a juvenile Pachycephalosaurus, but it also could have been like a juvenile Stiggy Moloch. Either way, it's probably like a juvie of one of the two, or both. But I digress. Like, branding, yes. A lot of the decisions that have been made, like, for the Jurassic World stuff has been, like, for branding cases, which is also probably why, like, Nasutoceratops and Sinoceratops, like, got a lot of attention in, like, recent Jurassic World media, because they want to, like, you know, showcase them, because it's, like, their dinosaurs, it's the ones that are, like, mainly to them and popular from them, whereas Triceratops is, like, everyone knows Triceratops, so... Yeah, maybe that's why like we didn't get a holiday pack for Jurassic World Evolution 2. Like maybe it's for the sake of like maintaining the Jurassic Park, or not even the Jurassic Park, the Jurassic World brand. And it wouldn't be so weird if like Frontier didn't do like a whole bunch of holiday stuff for like Planet Zoo. So it kind of sticks out and just it makes me wonder, you know. Alright, now that we have all the basic skeletons set up for our park, we'll go ahead and put a response facility, just so we can ensure that our dinosaurs as well as our people are safe, because if our dinosaurs aren't safe, we don't make money. So that's mucho importante. I also like the recent additions, like how they've managed to like really make like dinosaur care in this game like really a lot more, I guess, how would I put it? Like, intuitive, maybe? Like, there's a lot more to do than just darting it and healing it. Like, you have to do a lot of more work. And I like that. Alright, and we'll go ahead and put, like, a basic amenity. Like I said, there's no holiday-themed buildings or any, like, decorations. But, it's fine. I'll do it myself. Connected to the road. While we're doing that, go ahead and put a science center, because we do need a science team. Like I said, we're also gonna be doing some welfare in this park, because, like I said, no welfare, no money. Connect you to the road. Actually, let me see if I can try to put like an expedition center real quick. Hmm. Why do I keep going in attractions? Bleh, I'm so scatterbrained. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, let's see if this works. Cause I wonder if if it's like Jurassic World Evolution, like the first one, where if you have to unlock them in like all the other like first like main campaigns and stuff, or like chaos mode, not chaos mode, well chaos theory mode and like in challenge mode. Yes, yes. So I wonder if it's strictly that, because I still haven't gotten through all of them, which is why I like don't have all like the dinosaurs unlocked. So I will be doing that like in between, so we can have like everything we need. We should have enough for like a basic start. So yeah, I don't see like any expedition area, which is weird because like there's a research area. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we have to hire some scientists or something. We're watching it with the science team. Oh god. If you're under the age of 18, I hope you don't understand that reference. If like adults, you get it. At least I hope you get it. Actually, I hope you don't get it. But like, if you're under, point is, if you're not an adult and you get that reference, then I'm calling Child Protective Services. All right, now that we got everything set up, we're gonna go ahead and start introducing our dinosaurs. All right, we got Albertosaurus, Edmontosaurus. Oh, and we also got Cryolophosaurus. Might actually cheat a bit with Cryolophosaurus because North Pole, South Pole, Santa used to be based in the South Pole. I hope you get that reference. We got Pachyrhinosaurus. And let's see. Yep, that's just about it. That's all we have unlocked. And Euoplocephalus right there, or Anodontosaurus if you're a Chad. But yeah, that stuff will like gradually like unlock on like my own spare time. So looks like we should have enough for like basics for like at least to start off, like I said. So let's go ahead and do like Edmontosaurus first. Okay, let's see the genome. We'll leave it. Well, actually, let me see. Yeah, we'll leave it as basic. We'll leave the whole basic pattern, the whole skin pattern. Well, hold on. Actually, let's see like what colors they have. We'll mess with the genes a little bit and like, because I'm something of a scientist myself. Yeah, we'll stick with the basic one. Okay, and we'll go ahead and assign our science team. Okay. Wait. Here we go. Okay. And now, let's see. What else while we wait? Man, this game looks great. I don't care what anyone says. Like, and look, like with against like these backgrounds and stuff, like with the snow and then at night, it looks great. Also, we'll go ahead and put like a background, like not a background, a background generator. Yes, well, it generates backgrounds. And three like short-lived ones. Eh. Well, we'll have a couple Rudolphs. It's fine. Okay. So now we wait. Waiting is boring. Anyway. Man, the lighting looks just really fantastic. I don't know why. I don't know. It looks good. It's like, I don't know, the snow just makes everything look so much better. I don't know why. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I can't wait to see how the dinosaurs look in all this. Like, I've played the campaign before, and like the Carnosaurus looked a little awkward in the snow, but maybe like with the Edmontosaurus and its skin, maybe it'll look slightly better. Because Edmontosaurus like did live up north, so and may have seen snow like from time to time. So, let's see, we'll go ahead and while we're waiting, we'll go ahead and start working on our building just to make it a bit more Christmassy. And I really don't see any Christmas related stuff on this menu. So we'll just do ice cream. Let's see. We should be able to change the color of the building somehow. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll make it green. The secondary color, we'll do red. And then for the roof, should we do green or should we do white? We'll do white. Okay. Decorations. And let's see. Actually, we'll go for a more earthy green. Just try to emulate like Christmas trees and stuff. And then for lights, let's go ahead and rebalance it with some deep red lights. And voila! Our Christmas amenity shop. Although, now that I think about it, it kinda looks like a Quiznos. Let's see. I'll go ahead and... Looks like our dinosaurs are ready to release, so let's go ahead and release them. What was that?
Lambert, in charge of I just want to remind you that the safety of our guests.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's
There's just a whole big majestic entrance and then that.
Interesting.
Just that.
An Edmontosaurus. This is an herbivore that can move on all 4 feet or go upright and walk on its hindquarters.
That's one way to put it.
Control and monitor the species more easily than some of the others. Use that to your advantage as you plan out the park.
I love Edmontosaurus. I mean, how can you not look at him? Look at this beautiful thing. Look at this beautiful bastard. Hello. And the color scheme looks so great with the whole environment. Oh, it's adorable. I love the sounds they make too. They sound like reindeer, which again, it fits way too well. I do like they make the honking sound. Oh, they're doing it again. But yeah, I like that whole little touch because we actually do have an idea of what hadrosaurs sound like based on certain ones being preserved with like air sacs in their crests, like Parasaurolophus and Corythosaurus. And they were able to figure out the sounds by running air through those tubes and through those, you know, those nasal cavities. So we know that hadrosaurs made all sorts of sounds like bellows, trumpets, all that type of really interesting stuff. Very, how would I put it? Very ambiotic. Like if you heard this across you'd hear this like everywhere in the Cretaceous landscape. So it's pretty neat that they managed to at least try to emulate that for a lot of their hadrosaurs. Okay, let's see if I can give them some water. What terrain constraints? What is? There we go. Let's try to move over here. There we go. Yep. Here we go. I love Edmontosaurus, man. Edmontosaurus is just... It's surprisingly underrated. It's one of those where, like, it sits between, like, the fine line of famous, but not famous enough. Like, it's always everywhere, but it's... You know, it's, like, always just prey for Tyrannosaurus. Even though, like, in most of its environments, Edmontosaurus was the biggest animal there. And even then, while it didn't have obvious defenses, it still had a sharp beak, it still had hooves, it still had a giant-ass tail, and it was bigger than a T-Rex. So, it's not exactly a pushover. Like, just because it doesn't have obvious defenses doesn't mean it was defenseless. A horse doesn't have obvious defenses, and it can still, like, turn you into red paste. Okay, we're gonna go into capture mode here, because I want to see how it looks. Oh my god, I love it! Just take this in for a second. It looks like a documentary. I love it. I can't describe how much I love this. Oh, that's another thing too. I love how they gave it the stripes because that's something we actually do know about. Uh, Edmontosaurus, thanks to a lot of Edmontosaurus mummies being preserved and fossilized, we actually do know we don't exactly know the colors, but we do know what exactly patterns that they have, at least for the tail and the hindquarters. So what they found was that Edmontosaurus actually does have some stripes and some spots on its tail. So that's a really neat little Easter egg that they have on their Edmontosaurus in the game. And I love it even more now that I realize that. Frontier, keep doing what you're doing with this angle. With this angle, I mean, don't do Liopleurodon. Don't do Liopleurodon again. Me no likey. Keep doing stuff like this. Keep doing the masterpiece that is Edmontosaurus. Look at this beauty. Another little fun fact about Edmontosaurus too. Edmontosaurus, that comb, that wasn't a crest, that was like a fleshy comb, kind of like a chicken. And we know they had that, at least this species. This one is Edmontosaurus regalis. And we know that because of skin impressions that they left with the, with that crest. Or not the crest, but the fleshy crest. Yes. And that's part of one way you can tell, like, it apart from Edmontosaurus annectens. Which is... Here's a neat little tip of how to tell them apart. Because there's two species of Edmontosaurus. Edmontosaurus regalis, Edmontosaurus annectens. Or Anatotitan. So, Edmontosaurus regalis, it's regal, it has a crown, and it has that little fleshy crown on the top of its head. While Edmontosaurus annectens, which is annectens is for duck, and it has a much more duck-faced head. So one has a crown, one is a duck. So that's one way you can tell them apart. Okay. It said it needs ground fiber, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that so they don't starve to death. Because I love my hadrosaurs, and if anything happened to them, I would be in jail. Let's put it that way. I would be in jail. And add some forest too, just to make it look just for a bit more aesthetic too. Okay. So. Okay, that should be good. Oh my god, it looks so much better. Okay, let's go into capture mode and let's see how it looks. Yes! Oh my god, I love it. It looks like... How would I put it? It looks like something straight out of a documentary. I love it. It feels like something that would be like in a documentary about Prince Creek, since Prince Creek was the one that was in the North Pole. So a lot of the time, there was a lot of its depictions have it with snow and, a lot more piney type of environments. Funny thing is, though, that Prince Creek wasn't... They found this out recently, that Prince Creek probably wasn't that snowy. It wasn't like a tundra or something. It was more, say, like, Georgia. Like, not Georgia, the country, like Cringe, Georgia, the state. In the US. So, it's more like... It was very humid, it was very warm, and it didn't get that cold around certain times of the year, until like certain times of the year. It was very seasonal, and it wouldn't get snow that often. It could still potentially get snow. It did get cold when it's like, because it's the North Pole, and it would get cold like, around the winter. But other than that, it wouldn't see very much snow, even then when it got cold too. So it was more like a very rare occasion. Gosh, it really does look like something out of a documentary. Now this has got me excited for like how the other dinosaurs will look in like this environment too. And the skins for like the Edmontosaurus like really blend well with like the environment too. So it's like it was made for this one. I wonder if like, because we see it, because like recently they also put out like the Dominion Parasaurolophus is like in snow, so I wonder if like we'll get Edmontosaurus in there too in the movie. I hope we get Edmontosaurus because like, again, I love Edmontosaurus and I really hope it's very underappreciated and I just love it. And I hope it like gets some like the attention it deserves. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, don't say hi. Be rude. It's in your rights. Wonder if I should name some of these. Actually, you know what? I'll let you guys name them in the comments. Alright, I think about does it for this episode. So, that said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like I said, we're going to be building a whole holiday bark, so this is just the skeleton. This is the tip of the iceberg, if you will. That said, tune in for more episodes. We are going up till Christmas for this. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a random day and have a happy holiday.